Hello guys, so current affair questions of 2025, you cannot call it current because 2021, 22, 23, all these news items have been asked and very tough questions have come because the options were most of the things one pair, two pair or three statement type, and students would have struggled in the exam hall. Because this question itself, if you see the Coco game, we know that first time a World Cup is happening, it is happening in India. India won in both men and women. This and all in our newspaper, in our test series, everything we have covered. But they're asking you in particular the score of the match, like 78 is to 40 and 54 is to 36. This we don't expect. Even the biggest match of cricket, if you ask, like a few days back, IPL happened, and what is the exact score, what is the top score, how many wickets, this many details and all, especially a UPSC aspirant will not bother to memorize because there are many other things to study. And at least if they have done it correctly, and then we can like guess it like, okay, India won both, at least I know that, so I'll mark it like 1, 2, 3. It will go wrong because these scores they have given reverse, the men's score for women and women's score for men, and so answer will be only 1. So this kind of questions, okay, score of games, numbers, themes of year, and then unpopular initiatives by different not even Indian initiative, so that things it is tough, okay. And summit also, usually UPSC ask one summit, here it 3 summits asked, and also this one which happened in 2023 December. Okay, COP summit, you know, every year it happens. So 2024 also the COP 29 happened, but from that single question did not come. Instead of that COP 28 which happened in 2023, that they have asked. Okay, from there at least 2-3 questions they have asked. So some of them I'll show you in environment test, and what is current I'll show you here. So you please go and revise your history, polity, economics and all, because all these are directly coming from our test series and books and whatever you study in general. So your scoring portion should be there. If you depend on current affairs or environment or science, you will not be able to score because everything is picked up from random news items, which generally in the newspaper also doesn't come. Okay, it will be there in some side column of Sunday supplement, or there are like 5-year-old news item, or it's international news which is not covered in Indian news. So please depend more on the static subjects. History, polity, economics, geography, everything has come directly from the test, and that was sufficient to get that 80 to 100 marks of cutoff. Okay, so try to focus that, and we will keep discussing all the questions. Today we are discussing this one, this questions of current affair. In this one question, we had moved to economics yesterday, UPI question. So out of 13, 12 is left. That 12 we'll discuss. And out of that also, if you see, all of them I have put in medium to tough category because it's factual and you have to memorize many things. Okay. And in this 12 also, around 5 to 6 questions are there in our test series. But the remaining 6, nobody would have taught you. It is up to you that by chance you read that news, or that fact by luck, by the options or something, you could mark it correct. Okay. So here we'll see question one by one. This is a nature restoration law to tackle climate change and biodiversity loss. So like this, there are many laws and many rules which we keep covering in our editorials and PDFs. But here again, the blind guess method, I told you, whenever European Union comes in option, you mark it as correct. And in this case, if you have done, you would have got it correct. Okay, but that is not the way to solve it. This is a news, if you see. It passed by European Union to restore the degraded ecosystems. It legally obliges the EU countries to restore at least 20% of the EU's land area by 2030. So this is their own country deal. It's not a global thing. It is a European Union's initiative for their countries. And this is asked by UPSC for a 2-marker, which is tough question for you because it was in the news also in 2023 June. Okay. Meaning not in the last 1.5 year current affair, and so you would not have memorized it, or you would not, even if you did, you would have forgot it. But again, I am telling you a tip: in case there is European Union in the option, or in Indian context, if there is Andaman Nicobar in the option, 99% of the time we have seen that is the answer. So if you want to do a blind guess method after everything, you are not reaching the cutoff, go for it the next time. Okay, at least you will get this thing like, I have tried something. Now this one again, similar, Nature Solutions Finance Hub for Asia and Pacific. This also was not very popular in the news, and it did not come in our Indian news too much. But here, through guessing and through elimination, you could have done, because this option is New Development Bank, which is the BRICS bank for BRICS countries, and this is the IBRD, which is the World Bank for generally everyone. But here, Asia Pacific they have asked. So there is 2 Asian things they have given: the Asian Development Bank and the Asian Infrastructure Bank. So because this is infrastructure and this is nature question is asked, you could have eliminated that also, and answer will come to A. So this kind of guessing I am just teaching you, because again these kind of questions will repeat. In case you see a body or an initiative which is not there in Indian news, which you have done all the current affairs, all the environment PDF, and still in the exam hall they ask you something like this, you have to think in this angle also to give an attempt. Okay, you have to see the wordings, you have to see the nature of that body, and if you can eliminate it, just eliminate and go with your gut feeling. 99% it will be correct. Okay, so I'm teaching you for 2026 try to take risk for at least 5-6 questions like this, so that you are doing better than the others. Okay, but again, it can go negative if you did not do the guess correctly. Okay, guess is not like blind guess. You are just eliminating option by option because you have studied all these bodies individually. So you know the nature of work of these bodies, and that way you can eliminate it. So this again was launched in 2023's COP28. And from there only, nature-based solution, we had covered multiple articles, but this particular initiative we also did not cover, and that is why you have to learn these extra facts. Okay, they aim to at least get to $2 billion, focused on capital market and private capital, and they are blending different finance options, targeting 1 billion in de-risking fund from global development partners. So this again, they won't repeat it immediately. Maybe after 2, 3, 4 years, they'll repeat this again in the form of match the following. That time you should be knowing that 2025 prelims had such a factual question, and you will be doing it the next time. Now, this one, Kavach system, Kavach, a detailed video. Simply search VYSH IAS Kavach in YouTube. You will get a video, because back-to-back train accidents were happening that time. The minister was going on telling we have our indigenous Kavach system, and we are in the routine of installing it everywhere. And because it's not installed everywhere, only these accidents were going on happening. And that time we explained in detail, including, see this point which I told you, just watch this video. On the 11th minute, just go and listen. Okay, type now VYSH IAS Kavach in YouTube and go to 11th minute, and there I am telling you RFID has been installed in the tracks, and this UPSC will ask in prelims. This is what I have told. UPSC is asking you such weird facts in science and technology current affair, and they will ask you, and that exact thing is asked here as the statement. Kavach system consists of RFID tags fitted with track-in station section. And this alone, if you knew, with the options, you could have eliminated also this time. Okay, even though we have covered it entirely, see here. They are asking which of the following is not correct. Okay, and I have already taught you that this is correct, that the Kavach system has RFID system in the tracks in the station. So this one, if you know that it is correct, it should not be there in the answer, because they are asking for not correct. So eliminate 3, eliminate 3, eliminate 3, you get the answer as 1 and 2. And what is 1 and 2? Again, easy statements which we taught you in our current affairs. That is, Kavach is the indigenous system. It is not developed with Germany. So that is also wrong. And then, yeah, that is wrong. 2 is wrong. I was just confused with the option. And the first one is the NRP, National Rate Plan. So that was a decadal thing. 2020-21, they told that by 2030 we'll do, and that in the current affair and the editorials you can find. So 10 years thing. So 1 and 2 is actually wrong, because the year they changed and Germany they added, and the third one is correct. So this Kavach system, now again for many years it won't repeat, but please try to listen to something when somebody is telling you, okay, because many people didn't take these things seriously when we do separate videos and all. They will watch only maybe the 365 PDF or the current affair PDF, but this kind of national level news, when something disaster happens, from that UPSC usually asks a prelims and mains question. Okay, now this one again, it looks very tough in the initial thing, because it's like again 1 pair, 2 pair, meaning you have to know everything, all the 3 you have to know, and that way it is tough only. It is tough to solve in the exam hall pressure. But these things, Dornier 228, IL 76 and Globemaster, these 3 things, if I show you the photograph of these things, you will feel like, oh, is this the plane, is this the carrier, or this is the vehicle which I keep seeing in the news, keep seeing in the photos and the air shows and everywhere, and still I did not know. This much simple description they have given. At least if I remembered the picture of that, I would have told, okay, it is not this or it is not that. Okay, so here if you see the first one, I'm teaching you extra fact, because you have to know these things also now in the context of war and the rescue missions. So Globemaster is that big plane which we have, which is like from 2013 onwards India has it. The Boeing USA is the maker, and we have at least 10 or 11 of this, which is usually used for carrying people and cargo from one place to another. Okay, so this one Globemaster, I think most of you will know it also. And so in that military transport aircraft, this one I think most of you will know, but because the options are like this, that is not enough. You have to know everything. Okay, so the third one is definitely correct. So this none cannot be the answer. Either it can be 1 or 2 or 3. Now again Dornier, if I show you, okay, Dornier is this one. This also you would have seen this, which is like a kind of a amphibian, which can go onto the water also. And this is this picture I am sure you would have seen. So this one is, what is the description given? Description is given, maritime patrol aircraft. So this one again is correct. Okay, so 1 is also correct. That means this cannot be the thing. Either it should be 2 of them are correct or 3 of them are correct. Now IL 76 is the little tricky one, but this also the picture I am sure you would have seen. Okay, it keeps coming in the newspaper, and you should have seen it. Okay, multiple videos are there on YouTube. And so this one, if you see, manufacturer is Russia, and we have this 6 and 3 different refuel type and the other one. So this also, if you see, this is a big plane which is used for either refueling or for carrying the passengers or for rescue missions and all. So here in the question they have put like supersonic combat aircraft. Well, supersonic planes itself, you know, it's like faster than the speed of sound, and which for combat means military. So that level it is not, and so this is wrong, and so it cannot be all three, and answer will be only 2. Okay, and this, if you see, keeps coming in the news. This is October 2024 in the Oman exercise. There we have used the Dornier, which represented India. Then full test 91, if you see, to Mauritius we had a deal where we are giving the Dornier aircraft. So there again it is in news. Here you can see Dornier aircraft 1999, which replaced the old one which we had in Naval Air Squad. And then in the Operation Cactus, which you would have studied again, which happened long back with the Maldives. So that time also IL-76 is the transport carrier which is used. And whenever we send this COVID vaccines or anything, we'll see this big planes being loaded with things. Okay, IL-78 also air fuel, that UPSC does not ask you, but that time also Globemaster and IL-78 was there. In 2023, the red flag drill which happened with USA. And exercise pitch black with Australia, which we have a kind of Air Force exercise. There also Globemaster and IL-78 is used. So this kept on coming in the news, but UPSC is now expecting you to remember those vehicles also, which is representing India, or which is used for combat, or which is used for rescue. That name you have to know. Okay, it's there in, see, all this 2024-25 news only. Almost every military drill we teach you, but we just make students by heart the exercises, like this means India and Vietnam, or this means India and USA. But now they are asking within the exercise, what are the vehicles which has been representing India, or which is like kept on coming in the news. So that level you have to go. Now we'll go to the summit question, AI Action Summit. It is very recent, February 2025. You know, your exam happened in May 2025. So that summit related they have question they have asked, because India was chairing it. India and France was chairing it, and that again detailed, we have notes, we have MCQs in multiple places. This is in the March 2025 itself. When that summit happened, we had covered it, and we told you that earlier 2 summit already happened in this UK and Seoul, and that is exactly what they asked here with the name. Okay, this is very tough and factual question they have asked you. That's why I told you, how much ever coaching class teach you, if you start depending on current affair from next year, you are not going to reach the cutoff, because this level of factual information, like one summit happened, okay, now the previous summit happened in this country is also okay. Now within that country, within that park, within that year, that much detailing of every summit, if you start studying, then you will not have time for anything. So better than that, make your concepts of history, geography, polity, economy, environment, IR, mapping, this and all, make it clear, so that these kind of things doesn't trouble you. These summits and reports and defense vehicles, space missions, this and all are so much that you cannot by heart everything. Okay, and if you by heart also, it will confuse you. And along with other countries, USA and UK also have signed this, but this is the thing which is taught to you in that again February notes PDF, which you would have got. Open that and see. There you will see that USA and UK did not endorse the summit. Okay, because they believe in promoting AI and all themselves, become the king themselves. They don't want to have a summit where everybody comes together and share knowledge and do the AI thing. Okay, so this again in the February 13 notes PDF. I keep telling you, please enroll to daily notes, but only a few have enrolled. Okay, January 2025 we started, and almost everything which is asked in current affair will be there in one of the PDF. Okay, even today, June 5, students will get a PDF. Okay, every day 7 to 8 articles I am breaking down with the notes, bullet points, and it's not like how it will look in the papers or in the PIB or anywhere. It will be broken down for your easiness. Important things will be bolded, underlined, colored, highlighted, and that PDF every day you will get 6 to 10 articles every day you will get. So that way, if you start reading, you are definitely going to clear the prelims easily. Okay, even in current affair part I am telling. So that's about the AI summit. Now we'll go to the BRICS summit, the 16th BRICS summit. This again question will look tough, but the options were easy. See here options, there is no option called 1, 2, 3. So elimination actually works. This is the type of questions which used to come before 2018, where you can easily eliminate. So here Indonesia became the full member of BRICS in 2025, and 16th summit is happening in Russia. That is what students actually will know. But the third one, the theme of the summit. The theme of the summit also, some people study and go, but here they have done a very low level kind of, not even a UPSC standard question, strengthening multiculturalism for just global development and security. It's not multiculturalism, it is multilateralism, as we covered in the July 2024 PDF or January 2025 when Indonesia is there, or the 16th summit is there in October 2024. It's multiply covered. We know that it's a big summit. BRICS is only like 5 countries initially, and now another 5-6 countries are added. So we know a little bit basics of it. But the theme, you making kind of a spelling mistake, kind of a small change, that is not kind of UPSC question. Okay, they have done it in the past also. That Wellesley question was there, Arthur Wellesley and Richard Wellesley. They just changed the surname and asked you, okay, one person did this, one person did that. So they changed the surname, and then people, because we just study Lord Wellesley and people mark it. But now this kind of spelling mistake kind of questions or wordplay kind of questions and all, it's not expected of UPSC. But again, UPSC expected you to remember these two because it's basics. So if you know that, answer will become 1 and 2, because there is no option called 1, 2, 3. So that way elimination would have worked even though you don't know the theme of it. But again, I would say it's a tough question again for 2025. Now again, back to COP28, they are going on asking, and here 3 statement. Okay. Now again, one more thing I'll teach you, because the new way of asking questions, last year they asked 1 question, this year they asked at least 8 to 10 questions of this type. The first statement will be always true only. Okay, the options are set like that only. If you see the options, they are just asking whether the 2 and 3 is explaining the 1, or one of the 2 and 3 is explaining the 1, meaning they are never telling that statement 1 is wrong. Statement 1 will be always correct. Okay, like this is like we had that assertion reasoning concept in CSAT and all. So assertion will be always correct only. Now we are just to tell whether the reason is correct or not. Okay, whether it is explaining or not explaining. So like that, this will be kind of your assertion, and these 2 will be kind of your reasons. That's how they have designed it in every question. Okay. So statement 1, if you read, at the 28th United Nations Climate Change Conference, India refrained from signing the Declaration on Climate and Health. So this one, you don't have to waste your time thinking whether it is correct or not, because there is no such option where they are telling statement 1 is wrong. Statement 1 is correct only. So now that part is over. Now you have to read the 2 and 3 whether it's checked like it is explaining your first one. The second one, COP declaration is a binding declaration. So this basics we keep teaching you in environment. Very rare binding declarations are there in the world. Okay, overall last 100 years if you take also, very rare, which is like maybe a Montreal or maybe a Kyoto, which is very serious one. Okay, greenhouse gas or the Antarctica ozone hole and all, very serious one. Some of them they make it binding. Other than that, none of the treaty is binding in nature. Okay, nothing is binding. Everything is like up to the people's choice or the country's choice. They will sign it or they will ratify it. If it is very binding and all, India won't sign it also. Okay, so like that here, this one is a binding declaration is wrong. COP summit happen every year. So every year they are not going to keep launching binding things and all. So 2 is wrong. And then if India's health sector is decarbonized, the resilience of its healthcare system may be compromised. They are not telling any hard fact, they are telling maybe. So that is like true only, may be compromised. You simply cut off all the carbon things immediately, then India cannot sustain. It's not only health sector, any sector India cannot sustain. So this definitely explains the first one, that is the reason India did not sign this. Okay, that you have to decarbonize and declaration. All this declaration is covered in again December 2023. So people, you would have studied the COP29 which happened recently and by hearted everything, but COP28 also you have to study. Okay, now next year this year we know COP30 will happen. But UPSC may ask 29. They won't ask 30's details, they will ask 29's details. So this can happen, it's UPSC's choice. So here if you see, only one of the statement 2 and 3 is correct. That is, that only the third one is correct. And it explains the statement 1. That is the answer which we are giving for this. Okay, many coaching class will tell different answers and all, but this is the answer as per the practical explanation, as per what came in the news. Okay, see the December 2025, the editorial video also on YouTube, you can go and find. There also we have told about this declaration and India did not sign it. Okay. Now this again tricky tough question, but because of the pair thing, but the options were easy, and again I am teaching you, learn to guess the right way. Okay, here if you have to do guessing, coir board like we teach rubber board, tea board, everything we have already covered, and everybody knows it is in the, it's a industry, but it's not a heavy industry, it's a minor. Okay, it's a micro small industry. So this is actually this one. Okay, and whenever UPSC does this, the other 2 also they will do it crisscross only. So if you see here, basically automotive board, okay, automotive or machine or heavy industry and all, that is actually this one. And this one is what? Center for Trade Information. It's just a trade information thing. It is not industry. So that one obviously will be the trade related information is where? In the Commerce and Industry Ministry. So this is how it is. They have done everything wrong and the answer is D. Okay, so this with common sense you can do, but in that exam hall pressure, I know that 100 questions you have to do. You are already irritated with all these 3 statement and pair and everything, and suddenly this question, you may do it wrong in the hall. But I am telling you, make yourself so comfortable in these kind of questions that next year you will be such students who will not come out of the exam hall and tell everything was tough. everything is tough. That you don't have to keep telling. UPSC's everything is tough only. Now it's how you handled it. So this is the way you have to handle. Okay, read it, use the word common sense and then apply it. It's actually working. Okay, every question which I saw tough this time, if you apply common sense like this, you are able to solve it by just the wordings or the namings of that. Okay, unless it is like a pinpointed fact. Now this is the thing again, this Furti scheme and all, in all our schemes test it's covered, where Coir board and Ministry of Microscope, but other two we also did not teach you. Exactly automotive board and all, nobody will teach you. Okay. Now, Gandhi Peace Prize. Again, this is not like a very popular prize and all. There is Gandhi Peace Prize, there is Indira Gandhi Prize, there is, in the name of Gandhi family, everybody, the one prize or award will be there. But these things are all like who and why, you will not by heart it also. And every year it's not like given and done so much news coverage like Padma Bhushan or Padma Shri awards and all. So this one, 2021 time and 2022 time, it was very popular, because that time to commemorate the birth anniversary of this Bangladesh, that father of the Bangladesh, who's now that title is also taken away. That is today's news. Today's editorial PDF, when you get, you will see the Bangladesh father title is gone now. And that time it was given. Okay, Gandhi Peace Prize was given and all. So it was a big news. But after that, in 2024, who got it, 2025, who got it, or whether it's given or not, it never came in the news. So still they are asking you this, like jury. We have taught you that Narendra Modi led, that is the Prime Minister led jury it is. So Prime Minister should be there. And with that common sense you can do, because here also again 1, 2, 3, 4 is not there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 is not there. And also when Prime Minister is leading a jury, in that obviously President won't be there as a member. So with that, if you know Prime Minister, President you can eliminate. Okay, and one, if you eliminate, this will go away, this will go away. Now, but again you will be stuck, because you have to know Prime Minister, which is 2 and 4. Or the 2, 3 and 4, meaning they are telling that Lok Sabha leader is also there, Prime Minister also there. Now about the Chief Justice. So that unless you study, it's a hard fact, you will not be able to know. And here answer is actually C. Okay, that is all 3 of them are there. And this one, if you want the details of that award, this is the award. Okay. In future, after 2, 3 years, again they will trouble you with these kind of things. So 1995 it started when Gandhi's 125th birthday it was, and it is given to any nationality, any race, any gender, any language, anyone can get it. 2023 and 2021 and all, it was in news, because as I told, they gave to a press of Gorakhpur, and they returned back that 1 crore cash prize for other social service and all. So it became a little bit news. Okay. So that's something they picked 2023 news, especially in this exam, rather than 2024 or 2025 news. Okay, and here Prime Minister is the chairperson, Chief Justice of India, leader of opposition, and 2 eminent persons. This is the jury members to select the winner of Gandhi Peace Prize. Now again, one of the most unwanted question of UPSC. Okay, because they are asking you year and then playing with this also is like very like it's not UPSC type. Okay, so here everything is correct, all the years are matched correctly. United Nations keep declaring like this year is like year of millet, year of tribal people, year of indigenous language. They'll keep declaring. So here I have given the list from 2020 to 2030 for your this thing. 2030 is yet to declare, but you know 2030 is the year when you have to complete the sustainable development goal. So that related maybe something will come, but up to 2029 I have given. And also 2025, it's not like one thing. They will keep declaring. Maybe January month they will declare, okay, it's like year of peace and trust. Later after few months they will tell, okay, it's year of the glaciers. Then they will tell it's year of quantum science. They will keep declaring. So these things you are expecting a student to by heart year by year is as if UPSC students have no other work. They have hundreds of books to study, hundreds of syllabus, because your syllabus is so vast. And now you are expecting that you will study every year, every theme, and every summits, every theme. And there also you will do spelling mistake of multiculturalism and multilateralism. This is not expected of UPSC. Okay, so this and all, if you skipped it, you are a very good student only. Okay, you should not waste your time. In 10 seconds, you should just skip it and go forward. Okay. Now, Coco World Cup I already showed you. Here answer will be A, because this score and this score they matched this thing, and they expect Coco players to now give UPSC exam. They are just time passing with you people. You should ideally have skipped it. Okay, because we have covered everything about this exam, but score and all I purposely don't even, when I read newspapers also, I just ignore the score part. I just give you the information, like it's like a first win, or this is the first player, or something award, something special has happened. It's simply score like, okay, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, this and all. We can't teach you also. We are not going to teach you also. Okay, you don't also waste your time studying all these things. UPSC is just time passing with this 5-6 extra questions to check whether you will skip it or not. Now last question, again chess question. Already when the 44th Olympiad happened, that time they had asked a question. Now 45th Olympiad happened, again they asked a question, but again very minute factual changes they made to confuse you. Okay, so here answer is 2 only, because this Abhimanyu, an American player, he is actually the youngest Indian grandmaster, and that is, you can see here the news item. In 2021 he got this title, and that they are asking now. And the first one, if you see, Gukesh becoming the world youngest winner, that is one fact, and 45th chess Olympiad India winning is another fact. They mixed it both and then again put a wrong fact that they defeated the Russian player, which is wrong in both cases. When Gukesh was winning, that time he defeated a Chinese player, and then when India was winning in the 45th thing, they defeated a Slovenian player. So they mixed the two different news items, and then there also they made the country wrong, and they expect you to remember those 3 chess related international facts of a particular winning opponent, not even Indian who is it, they're asking the opponent who it is. So that level you should not study. I will seriously tell you, should not waste your time into sports page, because just for this 3 to 5 questions out of 100 questions you should not do it, okay? Because anyway I told you 18 to 20 questions you should prepare and go that it is to be skipped. Remaining 80 questions are there, 160 marks, out of which you have to bring your 80 to 100 marks. Okay, that is very easy also if you do the proper subjects. So again, don't waste your time on this. If you want to get that current affair PDF which I told you, meaning daily notes, daily whatever comes in the news, without these unwanted kachara facts will not be there, only the basics. Okay, what is needed for UPSC, what is needed for your subject, that will be covered in detail. PDF samples free I can give you, even today's PDF I can send you. So come and ask in WhatsApp, and WhatsApp number 7200 681 675. Okay, this just come and message me. I want to see the samples of daily notes PDF. I'll give you 4-5 days PDF, and you will see the quality of it. It can be used for your prelims, for your mains, for your interview, recalling fact, everything will be covered there. So come and enroll, because this year also the questions which are coming, okay, almost everything we have covered it, but it will be if you have the test PDF and the daily notes both. If only one of them if you have, you will not get it, because UPSC is asking that much vast way that just limited number of 100 MCQs is not enough to study for a month's current affair. You have to do a little bit note reading also, newspaper reading also, which you can avoid if you are enrolled to this. Okay, just read my PDFs daily basis, and you can just stop reading the newspapers. Okay, so this is about the current affair pack. Then we have the economics pack also, your economics, budget related 2 years notes, revision charts, everything is there. We have the polity pack, where polity, government schemes and their revision charts are there. All the concepts this year, every question was solvable from our test itself. Okay, see, 13 out of 14. Okay, that one question was not solvable, was again not a polity question. It was like Arunachal Pradesh capital is named after a fort, and some national parks are available. It's a state-wise GK. Okay, that was not covered, but remaining 13 questions were covered. History, all the like 12 out of 16 questions. Okay, 17 I have put here, but it's 16 only, because that 17 question is again world history related, Normandy related question. I just added it in history because we teach you that in world history. So that also is available as a pack. So with revision charts, if you want, 80 plus revision charts are there. This year at least 5 questions were solvable from my revision chart. So try to get this. And analysis, current affairs also done. Now we will do maybe the government schemes and IR related are there, geography and environment is there, science and technology is there. This will be another 2 to 3 episodes, and analysis is over. And then we will be launching the test series of UPSC, which will be a 340-day timetable. Okay, 340-day timetable will come, where we will have prelims plus mains test series, self-studying, sit at home and study 4 to 5 hours as per what I have told you, and you should be able to clear. Okay, the prelims and mains test series batch. Okay, it's not a video class batch, it's a self-study test series batch. That launch video will come today or tomorrow. Okay, and then about the other videos, history, polity, economics, how many questions to attempt, the blind guess method, everything is there on YouTube. Please go and watch. Many of you are just watching the cutoff video and then not watching the important videos where we are actually teaching you how these questions came, how you should solve it the next time. That is what you need to know. You are just bothered like, okay, cutoff is this, I got 70, I got 60, I got 50. You are playing with these games, and next year also you will fail. Okay, if you want to clear, you should understand the psychology of UPSC like I am explaining for each question, and be ready for the next year. Okay, in case you have done badly this time. So please do watch all the videos and tell me your comments so that we can proceed with future episodes.